On this week's Silver Screen Report, things get real for the senior class. Student Council looks ahead to next year, and students in the art department are recognized for their work.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, March 23rd, and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
Last Friday, seniors anxiously waited to pick up their graduation supplies in the front lobby. Here's Maddie McCormick with more.
Seniors received caps, gowns, and stoles in preparation for their upcoming graduation in June.
Now we're doing graduation supply pickup, so we ordered a couple months ago and now they're here, and I'm so excited to pick them up. I've been waiting for these. I want to see them all.
We are here as school counselors so that we can remind students of some important things that must take place as they work toward graduation.
A wave of emotions take hold of seniors as the end of their high school journey dawns closer.
Bittersweet moment to where it's like you're leaving behind like your friends at high school and stuff like that to go on to a new adventure of your life, but definitely looking forward to it.
Getting a little nervous, and it's exciting. It's just all these emotions.
Well, I'm very excited for them. This is the next step in their lives. It's an exciting time because they're transitioning from high school into either the workforce, military, or college, and the best is yet to come.
As seniors transition into adult life, they have helpful advice for upcoming graduates.
Do your college applications early. I cannot express that enough. Get it done before Christmas. You will love yourself so much.
Senior artist is a thing. Watch out for that, but just enjoy it. You think it would last forever, but it's really quick.
Seniors, if you have any questions or concerns regarding graduation or supplies, speak to your school counselor. This has been Maddie McCormick with your Silver Screen Report.
Student Council held interest meetings earlier this week. Bailey Hunter takes a look at the importance of Student Council and their election process.
Student Council serves as government for and by the students. The meetings show students' potential positions and how to get involved.
It's like a really good way for kids who are interested in being in Student Council. They're able to come in and just hear everything about it and just see what it's really about instead of hearing about it from other people, and they get the real scoop and stuff. They hear the requirements, they hear the positions, and they hear what is required of each position if you were to get it, and just what all goes into Student Council.
Students explain the importance of Student Council to members and the student body.
Student Council is really important because you're able to show how much school means to you and how much you can impact everyone. You can have lots of leadership throughout the school, and it helps to make a better community for everyone.
It's really important because we are here to hear from other people and represent our entire student body, and we're the voice for them, and we have the ability to make change in the school, and it's super powerful, and we should use that.
The campaigning process is essential in Student Council.
It's actually really competitive, kind of. You have to put 5 signs up, and it's really important to get here early and have the best signs and make sure you get the word out that you're running to everyone.
It's just a way for people to hear about you and hear what you're running for and why they should vote for you. It's super good, and it is very competitive, but it's a good competitive that's definitely needed. Just vote, because it's not mandatory to vote, but I definitely think that you should take part in your school and vote for who you think should win the election.
Students will vote after spring break, and results will be announced after school on April the 18th. This has been Bailey Hunter with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about the qualities they look for in a Student Council candidate.
Well, they've got to be trustworthy, and you've just got to be able to depend on them and know that they'll make the right choice.
Someone who knows what us teenagers like and who understands us.
I look for, in a student council candidate, someone who can benefit our school and help us move towards a better sort of kind of community that would help.
I'd mainly look for somebody who takes the opinions of others into account.
Students in the graphic design class create and present logos for companies and potentially get paid for their work. Kylie Fine has the story.
Graphic design allows students to be creative and generate logos for companies.
A friend of mine and myself are looking at, a startup company, and so we had thought we'd let the class, have some fun with our logo.
So earlier this year, my husband and I launched our business for the first time. We launched that this January, but we really were missing a logo, really just that key image that matches our theme and our vision.
Yesterday we presented our logos to our clients for graphic design. They basically submitted what they wanted, if they needed a logo or if they needed a redesigned logo, and then we kind of explained the process of how we made it and then presented it to them.
We had to make a logo for a company. It was 3 people a group and see which one he liked the best.
Students present their finished logos to their clients using posters and merchandise as examples.
It was okay. I liked, all of our clients were really nice, so that was cool. And there was not really a bunch of pressure presenting, which I think there usually is when presenting something to a big group of people, especially when you're worried about their opinion on something.
Overall, I was super impressed, and when I say that, because I sat through all the presentations, some people had, a little bit bigger visuals. Some people went even so far as to put the logo on some type of merchandise.
Here we get to put them on a board and present them in front of people, and it's something that you can be proud of and take home.
If a client picks the student's logo, they can earn $50.
Well, the best outcome is that your client actually picked your logo. So there were 3 people on each job, and the client eventually picked the logo that they wanted.
Right now, they gave us a great idea. We were originally looking kind of at one specific direction with it, but when we got the logos, they used a character that we hadn't even really considered.
I was able to communicate with students that I didn't know and just really ask them, what was your vision and what was something that you were passionate about?
Students say they enjoy using their creativity to help various companies.
It's really cool to see that your opinion on a logo of the 3 logos might not be what the client wants, so the client could come in and just absolutely love something that you might not necessarily think that they're going to pick, but they end up liking it.
I like how everybody had to show their creativity.
My favorite thing about this class is kind of how real it is. In life, we get to work with real clients and kind of work based off of what they want and not just the guidelines that Ms. TC gives us.
This has been Kylie Fine with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is compensate, a verb meaning to make an appropriate payment for something.
With the Snap, junior Lindsay Kirtley won $250. The photographer won the Juror's Choice Award last week. Max Franks has the scoop.
Last week, Lindsay Kirtley won the Juror's Award at the annual Art of Healing event.
It was an award at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and we had to basically submit something for the art of healing was the topic, and since we won, it'll be displayed in the hospital, which is really, really cool.
Art of Healing is an annual event that the Lexington Medical Center and the Columbia Museum of Art join forces to create a unique gallery show of student work from Lexington County. And that work is the students' interpretation of healing through visual art. I chose Lindsay Kirtley because she had a really moving photograph of her grandfather.
The winning photo means a lot to both Lindsay and those who view it.
It's actually a picture of my granddad. He got diagnosed with cancer about 4 months ago, and it's kind of his healing process. He's doing really, really well now after doing chemo. Kind of what that picture's about.
So, the photo was of her grandfather that she took last year, and it was a very striking and powerful image, so that's why I thought that would be a good photograph to submit for the Art of Healing this year.
Lindsay's method and reasoning are significant to her process.
I love how you can kind of display different things around you in a piece of art. Some of the things that a lot of people wouldn't think are beautiful really are if you look at it in a certain way.
This has been Max Franks with your Silver Screen Report.
In being part of the track team, athletes have to run races during the week as well as on Saturdays. However, Saturday races are more selective. India Wright has the scoop on what it takes to compete in a Saturday meet.
The Dutch Fork track and field team takes all JV and varsity athletes to races during the week, but Saturdays are critical. And talent is not the only thing coaches look for when choosing the right athletes.
One of the first things we look for is heart and desire. If we have someone that's focused and willing to do the work, we can get them to be a champion.
You need to have determination, gotta have a winning attitude, because if you're not going out here to be better than you ever were, what's the point of you being out here?
You have to be mature, you have to be a leader, and you just have to be fast and earn your spot.
It takes courage, it takes confidence, and also dedication.
Compared to races during the week, Saturday meets bring more competition to the track.
Saturday track meets is it's the top dog. It's like it's the varsity track meets, and to be on varsity is to say, hey, I'm the top, I'm the cream of the crop of Dutch Fork, and I want to prove what we can do for Dutch Fork and show how well Dutch Fork trains us to be the best track players we can be.
There's more competition. It basically shows how you are as a sprinter, a jumper, and an all-around, runner.
Saturdays are really like the real deal, because Saturday meets are the huge meet. That's where you get to show off, what you really can do, what you've been working so hard for the whole week.
Athletes are expected to take these meets seriously, and 110% is expected from each one.
I consider myself a leader of this team. I don't know if everyone's going to agree with that, but I really I want to represent my team really well. So everyone who comes here, I want them to see me and think this is what this school is really about.
You should be professional, mature at every meet, no matter what. Even if the team beats you, you shouldn't look at the team as like, the officials was working for you. You just got to be like, hey, you beat me fair and square, whether it's field, distance, or just track in general. It's like, be a good sportsmanship, because you show what Dutch Fork is capable of.
Each track coach expects maturity and professionalism from runners during the meets while representing Dutch Fork High School.
Dutch Fork has high athletic standards, academic standards, and moral standards. Our 3 R's, asking people to be respectful, reputable, responsible, that goes into being an athlete as well. So if they conduct themselves in the finest manner, good things will come.
Ever since I've been on the team, Coach always says that people love the way Dutch Fork acts, how we're always mature and do what we're supposed to do, clean up after ourselves, and we like to keep that characterization of Dutch Fork through all these years.
This has been India Wright with your Silver Screen Report.
And now for some announcements. Prom Blast, an annual event sponsored by the junior class, will take place during all lunches next Wednesday. If you're interested in modeling provided prom attire, see junior class sponsor Phyllis Richmond in room 256. Both male and female models are needed. Seniors, make sure you join the DFHS Senior Slideshow group on Facebook. Upload pictures of you and your friends to be featured at this year's senior celebration. Now here's Mia with more.
Thanks, Todd. Need a temporary ID before school starts? IDs will be printed in the Media Center from 7:50 to 8:20 a.m. and on Wednesdays from 9 to 9:20. Remember, not wearing your ID will earn you a 2-hour detention. Are you stressed, overwhelmed, and anxious? Do you want to learn healthy ways to de-stress? Come to room 109, the former ALEC room, every Wednesday during lunch to learn how to cope with your stress. Thanks for watching. Since next Friday's a holiday, we won't have a show next week. Have a safe and happy spring break, and we'll see you April 13th.